Two overnight shootings near downtown. The first, 4th and Broadway, just after 1 o'clock. One person was shot and taken to the hospital. Then, just before 3, a person was found shot on Roy Wilkins Avenue. Police tell us the victim was also taken to the hospital. There's no details on the condition of either victim or information on arrests at this time.
A Louisville woman charged with stabbing her 6-year-old son and her sister is expected in court this morning.
Metro Police say 28-year-old Sequoia Porter was arrested yesterday at an apartment complex in PRP. Then, while waiting in a holding cell at Metro Corrections, she slipped out of her handcuffs and she ran off. She was quickly arrested on Liberty Street near 6th and 7th. Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie went back to the scene of the stabbing to hear from her neighbors.
Louisville Metro Police responded to a stabbing at the Foundry Apartments on Brunch Drive near Pleasure Ridge Park. That's where they found a woman injured and a 6-year-old boy who'd been stabbed several times. He's badly injured. Taya Lindsay lives in the apartment complex.
It's sad, but it's not really common. I feel like Louisville's a dangerous place now.
According to police, the accused attacker, 28-year-old Sequoia Porter, who they believe is a relative to the victims. Porter fled the scene after the stabbing. LMPD later discovered her hiding in a nearby wooded area. Neighbors say incidents like this do not come as a surprise.
I do feel comfortable walking around my neighborhood, but I mean, there do be like little sketchy stuff that do be happening over here to kind of make you be like, let me go in the house.
Porter is facing 2 charges of attempted murder and 2 charges of first-degree assault. Jade Smith and Taya Lindsay have been living in this complex since March and say there is no sense of community among neighbors.
No, everyone kind of does their own thing.
Within 3 months, I can say everyone's to their self here.
Although safety is a top concern, they are hoping the stabbing incident brings more attention for heightened security at the apartment complex.
I feel like security, they rode through here, they do what they got to do, but we need some more security throughout the night. I mean, things happen at night.
And they're hoping and praying that the woman and boy have a speedy recovery from their injuries.
I hope he's okay, and I hope that nothing, that nothing goes bad while he's recovering.
In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS11 on your side.
According to police, the 2 victims are in serious condition but are expected to survive. Police also say Porter could face more charges. She's due in court this morning at 9.
This morning, police are investigating after a man was run over by a car in South Louisville. This happened around 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday on Bardstown Road, right off the Gene Snyder Freeway. Police say a driver was attempting to merge onto the entrance ramp when that driver hit Cody Gaddis, who officers say was lying in the middle of the street. Gaddis later died at the hospital. No charges are expected to be filed against the driver.
Just hours before it was set to take effect, a federal judge in Kentucky blocked part of Senate Bill 150. The law would have banned gender-affirming care for transgender children, including puberty blockers and hormone therapy. The ACLU sued, arguing the law was unconstitutional. Yesterday, federal judge David Hale in Louisville granted those organizations requests for a preliminary injunction. In a statement, the ACLU thanked the court for the ruling, calling it a win. The organization added, quote, "This is a win, but it's only the first step." Attorney General and gubernatorial candidate Daniel Cameron criticized the decision, saying it, quote, "tramples the right of the General Assembly to make public policy for the Commonwealth."
UPS workers made noise during a practice picket as the union negotiates a new contract with the delivery service company. Yesterday, workers held up signs saying this is just practice for a just contract. Negotiations have been underway since mid-April, and UPS Teamsters have already voted to authorize a strike if they don't reach a fair contract.
It's a practice picket. As you can see, we didn't block the roadway. We just had a peaceful demonstration here to let UPS know that if they don't give us the right contract and we're forced to strike, we will.
The union represents roughly 340,000 UPS workers across the country. UPS told us in a statement they expect to reach an agreement on a new contract before the end of July.
The National Weather Service finished its surveys of the damage from last weekend's storms. Wednesday, the NWS determined a tornado did not tear down trees and wreck some homes in Linden. Surveyors say it was 85 to 90 mile-an-hour straight-line winds that caused much of that damage to the Easton neighborhood.
We got this tree right here. It's been split on the middle. And what we look for is the trunk size. Sometimes when you have a shallower trunk, there's too much weight, a wind being put on the weight, and it snaps and it tears. You see a lot of tearing in Louisville, sporadic, not continuous. Whereas there are some places around our area that got 100 mile per hour straight line winds. Not here. This is about 70, 75.
There were no confirmed tornadoes in Jefferson County, but the winds were strong enough to cause some serious damage. As you're seeing here, this tree fell onto a house. Those homeowners say that home is destroyed.
We were all having a good time, and then our lives changed in less than a minute.
And now we were forced to start over again, but we have each other, and you know that's what's important, is that we all made it.
Our lives changed in less than a minute. The family says they are now looking for a new home in the area.
All right, so if you want to go ahead and haul away some of that storm debris, you have options in Metro Louisville that are open right now. There are 3 free debris drop-off sites for people cleaning up from Sunday storms. This site is on Meriwether Avenue right here, that's closer to downtown. The others are on North Hubbards Lane and Lower River Road. The sites will be open from 7 until 7 through July 8th, but they will be closed on July 2nd and July 4th.